This is Star with the Star Blooms. Y'all, I have not been posting because I was told to be still and silent. And I get to be transparent today just because I've been called and moved to be honest and authentic within my expression and my energy. When you are going through, and I don't know, because I feel like before I had a level of awareness of what was all occurring and how things happen and how they transpire, I wasn't in a complete acceptance that people would even have a reason to come towards me or be at me. Now that I've had the opportunity to awaken to my energy, awaken to the interaction that I have with other people, be able to see how I'm perceived, how I affect, obviously, people, good and negative, okay? I'm at a rate to where I'm starting to recognize how certain things have been present that I have been labeling as it's just life. You know how we say stuff like that? It's just part of life. A lot of shit is not part of life. A lot of shit is a part of people not being comfortable in their own skin. So they rather attack you and yours and your ability to have the due diligence to keep on, superseding and moving forward, but not in a rate to where you're fighting through situations, y'all. It's almost like a tickling in the spirit, but when you get to a certain rate where you have it coming from friendships, where you have it coming from friends, where you have it coming from, I think I said friendships, where you have it coming from family is what I meant, where you have it coming from career, where you have it coming from all aspects of your life is basically being attacked. Okay? It becomes a rate to where you have to be in a conversation with spirit. And what Source has been saying to me is, do they provide or do I? Do you believe more what is being implanted in front, in the midst of whatever it is that you're journeying through? Or do you believe the promise that I gave you? And being able to sit with spirit and keep that promise, staying focused on myself, doing what pays my bills, y'all. Because a lot of us are not at the rate where social media pays our bills. And when we don't show up on social media, a lot of people want to start and sit and running their mouth. But this is like, I appreciate all the help and support I get, but social media doesn't actually provide for me. You get what I'm saying? So community isn't something that I'm about to basically just be sacrificing myself for. And we have to get to a rate to where not only do we allow that, but we are in acceptance of that. And we don't have this energy of trying to be a producer versus being creators. Spirit created us so we could be creators. And we don't have to give our life over to spirit because spirit gave us life so we could use this life, okay? And a lot of the times when you're breaking through dogma, when you're going through having to like reprogram and having the opportunity to, first and foremost, because it's an opportunity that you get to take with yourself, all right, to be able to fine tune and sharpen and harness in on whatever it is that you're wanting to see come into and manifest into your reality, right? When you have this rate of understanding with yourself, y'all, I swear it is a reality check, because a lot of the things that we called ourselves to force and push ourselves through, a lot of the times it's not even for your benefit. And it doesn't end up benefiting other people. It actually only cushions people's ego. You know, it only allows people to be at a rate within themselves. A lot of this stuff is like pointless. And the only reason why is because everybody has free will. You know, when we get to the rate to where we're doing stuff, trying to produce stuff, because that's what I've been feeling. I've been feeling like it's a production. Like, oh my God, I haven't posted like in a week or whatever. But it's not really about posting. It's about actually channeling the messages. And I only share when I feel called to channel. And I didn't recognize the reason why I wasn't feeling called to channel anything, because a lot of the messages I was working through and doing shadow work for myself. And a lot of the people who've been pulling up on my energy, they're still used to me coming on, channeling messages, being an open channel, giving them whatever it is that they need while on my lives. And I'm not at a rate to where I'm willing to sacrifice the progression that I'm making for myself especially when I'm in a situation to where I'm being attacked from all angles and I need to be honed in on myself right now. We have to get to a rate to where we recognize what it looks like to not be a part of this manufacturing and production line, assembly, you know, mentality, and get into a rate to where you're in the ease and the flow. The ease and the flow looks so different, y'all. And to a lot of us, it's like, it's kind of a shock to your nervous system being at a rate to where you don't have to worry. Being at a rate to where it's like, oh, spirit, it's almost like a question that I had for a couple of years. Like, do I trust? Do I trust? And now I'm at a rate to where it's like, oh, what else can I trust me with? You know, it's like an excitement to open up a door to be able to garner and get to different rates. And it's only something that you could really, really give yourself, no matter what anybody wants to come against, no matter who walked out and then they want to come back, no matter how many people that you've had to walk away from, no matter how many relationships have been able to grow, but yet they aren't necessarily in the rate of alignment with whatever it is that you're doing. Because a lot of the times, y'all, sometimes we have to understand that everyone isn't going to be on the same page as us, but that doesn't mean that they're not in the book, you know? And being at the rate to where I understand that people have their purpose as well as I in all aspects of our lives, and being able to love and honor whatever space that is, it also gives us the right to be able to honor whatever rate and space that we're in. And a lot of the times we don't give ourselves permission to do that because we've become so comfortable sacrificing ourselves in whatever it is that we're working through. Y'all, the way that spirit has been revealing stuff to me, the way that people's, I say, mask have fallen, the way that people are going out of their way to reveal themselves, you know, um, it's been one of those things to where it's been humbling. It's been humbling, you know, and it's also given me the opportunity to be at a rate to where I recognize my world revolves around me, but nobody else's has to revolve around me. And being at the rate to where whatever I'm going through gets to be what I'm going through, I don't feel so harshly into the spaces where I may have shown up for other people in anticipation of what they would do for me. And I'm not even sitting in expectancy anymore. I'm in the awareness that I get to have reciprocity. I'm in awareness that recompense will come to me. And because I'm at that rate, I'm also sitting with spirit in a space where a promise will be kept. Karma will always come back around to those who have operated in a space where karma's due. Dharma will always be rewarded to those. And it's not about time. Everything is divine. And when you recognize that and you understand your placement, and you're starting to get a hold of what truly your purpose is, even if you just fine tuning how you want to show up in that, a lot of the times, y'all, it just becomes a rate to where you just continue to clear the body, you know, clear the body and balance the scales, you know. I love y'all. I hope y'all doing well. I hope that y'all pouring into yourselves, being mindful of this energy that we're in, staying away from the crazies, not forcing yourself to, because you do not have to. You do not have to engage, okay? If that's a gift that I've given to myself, the gift of being able to recognize and honor how much of a privilege and honor it is for me to be in people's presence, I am very, 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 very passionately, okay, protective over my energy as well as my throat chakra. This is how I move shit. So I'm not going to be at a space where I'm casually using my conversation for people who don't appreciate it. And that includes social media. Be intentional, y'all. Go forward, move forward through whatever it is that y'all going through, and allow yourself to be at a rate to where you get to continue to heal. Peace.